Silver and gold are both getting crushed after a decisive Trump win last night, and the question now becomes, is the rally in precious metals over?
So I went down to the water and found my fate, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet.
The new cross and flag gold bars, exclusively at sdbullion.com. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to talk about precious metals in this video, where they've gone, where they're going from here, because obviously, if you didn't see the news last night, it was a decisive victory for Trump and the right. So silver is getting crushed today. It is sitting at $31.34, down $1.44, 4.47% drop at the moment. Now gold also taking a huge hit. It's below $2,700, and this is one of the biggest moves in gold we've seen in a long time. So it's currently sitting at $2,678, down over $70 at the moment, 2.56% drop. It's also worth noting platinum is down below $1,000 an ounce. Palladium is down pretty big as well, and the gold silver ratio is increasing, which is telling us that silver is dropping faster than gold, silver becoming a better buy right now. So why are the metals getting crushed at the moment? One of the biggest things is that the US dollar is surging today. It is gaining strength against the basket of currencies that it's weighted against. So it is up 1.62%. This is a massive gain for the dollar after that Trump victory last night. It's also worth noting that the stock market is up big today. But when the dollar moves, usually precious metals do the opposite. That is exactly what's going on right now. In fact, I talked to the guys at the coin shop yesterday about if Trump wins, and this is what they had to say.
If Trump wins, I don't know. I think demand will be far less. It's like if you go buy clothes or shoes or anything else, we like things on sale. And I think if the metals go down, if Trump is elected, that's a buying opportunity because it's on sale.
And look at some of the headlines here. Silver drops 5%. Gold price loses 3% as Trump wins the elections. Here's another one. Is the gold rally done? 2025 and 2026 could be silver's time to shine, according to the World Bank. And this article over at FX Empire has an interesting take. They say the silver market was absolutely hammered during the trading session on Wednesday, as we have now broken below the 50-day EMA. This is not a huge surprise because, quite frankly, with a strengthening US dollar and seemingly more business-friendly policies coming in the United States after the massive election victory by the Republicans, the idea is, of course, that perhaps the whole running to silver might be overdone. Remember, there is a geopolitical part to this as well, and Trump, love him or hate him, is the only U.S. president in the last 50 plus years that hasn't started some new conflict somewhere. Perhaps some of that geopolitical concern is going to be coming out of the market. Furthermore, the market had gotten ahead of itself. They go on to say, so from a technical analysis standpoint, it's not a huge surprise to see this market pull back. But now the question is, do we hang on to $30? Oh my goodness. Because if we don't, the uptrend's probably over. I'll be watching the next day or two. There is a Federal Reserve decision on Thursday, which will have a major influence on what happens with the dollar next. At least it should, but it is anticipated that there's a 25 basis point rate cut. So there's a lot going on, obviously more than just Trump winning. There's the geopolitical aspect. There is the Federal Reserve and their meeting going on, I think today, tomorrow. Let's look at CME Group. So they've got the target rate probabilities for the 7th of November meeting. So the meeting is tomorrow, and they're predicting 99.3% chance that rates will come down by 25 basis points. But it is interesting to note that now that Trump has won, they're saying there's a 0.7% chance the rates will actually come down by 50 basis points, which would be absolutely insane if that happens. I really doubt it will. I think we will see the 25 basis point rate cut. This should be good for gold and silver, but with everything going on right now, it's so hard to tell how it could affect the metals tomorrow. If we move forward to December, they're predicting rates are probably going to go down once again in December, and then in January, they're predicting rates are going to stay parked where they are. So you got to go forward to March to see yet another rate cut. So not much change here from the CME Group FedWatch tool to what we've been seeing in the past. Probably 3 more rate cuts in the next 6 months or so. Now we move over to that Kitco News article. Check this out. They say analysts at the World Bank suggest that silver is the precious metal to watch in 2025. The World Bank recently released its updated commodity market forecast. While gold is expected to continue outperforming the broader sector, the latest projections show analysts anticipate weaker demand next year through 2026. So possibly less demand for gold, but look what they say about silver. However, the World Bank sees greater potential for silver as it expects growing demand and constrained supply to support prices. So they're actually thinking silver could do well next year and the year after that. They're not super bullish on gold. Look, I don't put a lot of stock in what the World Bank says, but they do like silver. I like silver, so maybe I'll take their word for it this time. Many analysts expect silver to continue outperforming gold through 2025 as it is seen as significantly undervalued compared to the yellow metal. I would have to agree with that. I think nothing has really changed for silver. It's still way behind gold. It still has a long way to go to catch up, so I'm still bullish on silver at this point in time. This other article talking about the drop in gold and silver price has a slightly different take on what's going on. They say Trump's election is expected to bolster the US dollar as policies aimed at economic strengthening come into effect. Historically, a stronger dollar pressures precious metals, making them more expensive for holders of other currencies. I do agree with this here. They also say equity markets have responded positively to Trump's victory with a surge in US stocks overnight. This optimism diverts investments from gold and silver towards equities, often seen as higher yield options in a bullish environment. We are seeing the stock market surge right now, so I agree with that as well. And lastly, they say investor sentiment has shifted towards riskier assets as confidence grows around potential pro-business policies. This change has lowered the demand for defensive assets, affecting the prices of both silver and gold. And look at this. They have the United States 10-year bond yield, and check this out. It is up big today. So there's definitely some truth in what they're saying. So is the rally now over for both gold and silver? I mean, are the prices just going to continue to fall from here? Well, temporarily they might be going down, but long term, nothing has changed. Remember, when Trump was running for office, he wasn't running on a platform that said, I want to reduce the deficit. That's not what he's concerned about. He's more concerned with growth. So I think inflation is going to continue. We're going to see a weaker dollar long term, and this is going to be really good for gold and silver. And if you're wanting to pick them up, then hey, they just went on sale. They got cheaper today. You can now buy more gold, buy more silver today for the same amount of money as compared to yesterday. So I'm going to be buying the dip. I think for those of us who are stacking precious metals, this is actually a blessing because nothing has changed long term, but in the short to medium term, we're going to have a little bit cheaper prices for precious metals. This is honestly best case scenario for those of you wanting to stack more precious metals right now. You want the price to go down in the short term, but long term, you want it to go up significantly. You want gold and silver to maintain their value as the dollar goes down and perhaps even gain value as the dollar goes down. And that's exactly what I think we're going to see. So right now, everything's on sale. I think it's a great time to be buying more metals. Are they going to drop a little bit further from here? That certainly is possible, and I'm going to be buying all the way down. But the bottom line is I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I can't tell you for sure if silver is going to be flat tomorrow, go up, or go down. I mean, we do have the Fed meeting on the horizon with rates coming down. Typically, that's bullish for precious metals. So tomorrow, it's kind of a toss-up. We'll have to wait and see. But I have to say, I am excited for the future, and I think gold and silver are going to perform very well in the long term, which has always been my stance for precious metals. You buy them, you hold them for a long time. If you're looking for a quick flip or a get-rich-quick scheme, those are not precious metals. They have never been precious metals. So with that being said, I'll see you all in my next video. Silver Dragons out.